Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I'll be sharing with you guys my top 5 luxury eyeshadow palettes of 2023. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina. I do product reviews on luxury beauty, skincare, and makeup. Occasionally I might share a luxury accessory review or a vlog here and there. So today you guys, I've rounded up 5 of my top palettes, eyeshadow palettes of 2023. These are just the palettes that I think either formula wise were amazing or unique enough that it was such a great addition to my collection, or I just reached for so much because they were just perfect or they're absolutely beautiful and you need to run and grab one if you can. The very first one, you guys, is one that actually I purchased or was released earlier part of this year, and it is from Christian Dior. It is the first eyeshadow and blush palette. It's the Mitsa palette, and for that reason, you guys, I think it is really worth having because it has dual purpose. Actually, any palette for the most part, but the color story of this and the formula really lends itself well to using it for your complexion or your face and your eyeshadow as well. And even the color story. So you're getting 10 colors. It's a 10 color palette and the price point is, I believe, 175 Canadian, and to me I think it's worth it. So when you buy a Dior regular quint or 5 palette eyeshadow, I believe this is 72, if not 79 Canadian. I don't know if they raised the price, but originally it was 72 Canadian. So you're pretty much getting, because this has 5 colors, this has 10, so it's about 149, but this only has 7 grams. So if you get 2 palettes with 10 colors, that's only 14 grams. With the Mitsa palette, you're actually getting 18.5 grams, 18.3 grams. So I think very much worth a price point as well. And of course, being a palette, if you're traveling, it is so convenient and functional because it works both for the eyes and the face. The formula is amazing, but I just think the browns here pull a bit too orangey and red, so it's not really something I would use as a bronzer or a contour, at least for my skin color. So in that case, you still kind of need a bronzer separate because this color to me is a bit just too orangey or reddish pulling. But highlighter, blush, and anything for the eyes, even the highlighter is perfect for the eyes in the inner corner. So yeah, definitely worth adding to my collection and one of the standouts of 2023. The next one is from Tom Ford. This is from the summer. I believe this was a limited edition. It's called Tropical Dusk. I'm not so sure, but I will put, the products will all be linked below. And this is the color story. This is a very beautiful bronzy neutral, but what I like about it is it's more on the cool tone side, which is something that I actually found myself this year gravitating more towards. And I think I've just have a saturation of warm tones, or warm tones, which I think for in the past 7 years, everything was all warm tones. I'm gravitating towards cooler tones now. So you have a cool tone, shimmery brown. That's just a beautiful shimmer. Look at this, for the summer, but then you have this gorgeous base of a matte. And what I like about this is you have 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. Look at this matte, you guys. This is a classic brown color that doesn't pull too chocolate, but during the summer, I absolutely love this. And this one as an option or alternative for a crease color is gorgeous. So even on its own, if I don't really want to use the matte brown, because you can do a beautiful summer bronze, smoky eye, bronze smoky eye, I would just use the top 2 because this is a lighter shimmer as well. But I mean, look at this shimmer even on its own, and then you just put a little of this matte kind of mid-tone pink, but not too pink. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is gorgeous. And even when I look at it now, I would still wear this now. With some of the limited edition summer palettes, honestly, after the summer is over, I even have some beautiful Dior ones. I don't really feel like reaching for them again, or I'm just not drawn to them anymore. But even now, I haven't used this for a couple of months now, but when I was traveling August all over the US, this was my go-to palette, and it is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Like, it gives you enough depth to do like a deeper smoky eye, but so much, it's like bronzy but still neutral, but it's not your typical brown. I don't know if that makes sense, but the Tropical Dust palette from Tom Ford this year was truly a standout for me. The next product again is from Dior, but this is from Dior Backstage. It's one of their Backstage eye palettes. This one is in silver, I hope, Silver Essentials 011. Again, this is cool tone, you guys, and it's actually what I have on my eye right now. I love this. I love how it gives me a smoky eye without being too dark. And if you look at the shades here, it's like smoky, silvery, gray, purple, lavender. There is so many directions with a variety of the color palette here, of the colors in this palette, that you can use this from literally day to night. If you just want, for the day, just use this lavender all over, or even this very light pink. This shimmery silver is beautiful. It's just everything is, and this color right here is such a good, this one right here is such a good highlight topper. Look at this. Dior does the most magical sheens. It's not a shine or a sparkle. This almost looks glistening, like water, liquidy, glass-like. Gorgeous. So you can just use that in the morning. Use some like this kind of taupish purple on the crease, put a liner and mascara, and you're good. But today I just felt like using this, and I think it is, when I saw this color story, it is the first cool tone from the Backstage eye palettes. Most of what they've released is always warm or neutrals or browns, which to me honestly is, I find it very boring now. All the brownish warm tones, because we've just been so saturated with them for the past almost 10 years. So any color story that is on the cool side is just so appealing to me. And this one, as soon as I saw it and as soon as I swatched it, honestly you guys, I had to get it. Also, the price point for the Backstage eye palettes are really amazing. They don't sacrifice the quality of the eyeshadows, but of course when it comes to packaging, you're not getting a mirror, you're not getting the velvet pouch. It's not as fancy, but who needs fancy when you have color story like this? Let me swatch a few more of the shades. So even this one right here is a matte. I also like that they have such a variety in terms of finishes, but this matte right here is so beautiful for just like brightening. You can even use it on your cheekbones or your brow bone just to brighten. I mean, it is just gorgeous. My favorite shade here is this taupish kind of purple. It's a matte as well, but look at this, and it just, look at that, you guys. It's so soft, and it doesn't even have fallout, which is amazing. And I think this is the original Quint formula, which is iconic. I know they've reformulated and relaunched a few times. I've lost touch, but honestly this, I believe, is the original Dior formula. Let me also swatch. So look at all the silver, the gradation of the silver here. Let me show you this silver that is beautiful for a holiday party. This is a true silver. Look at this, you guys. Again, it has a sheen. It's not like big chunky sparkles. It has a sheen. And my other favorite is the darkest shade over here, which I love to accent. Look how smoky this eye looks without looking too harsh. So let me swatch that for you. This is the darkest color. It's a matte purple. but the way it's purple is just so gorgeous, you guys. Let me show you. And it doesn't even skip. It doesn't skip. There's no fallout. It doesn't get like, usually when I'm using some shadows this color or these types, it just starts falling out. This is gorgeous. It doesn't have fallout. Like, go to Sephora and grab this. You can only get the Backstage Eye palettes in Sephora. Oh no, maybe Dior.com. I'm not too sure, but Sephora for sure. Okay, now we're going to the top two. In second place, this is the most expensive of all. This is from Hermes, and they launched their eyeshadow palettes this very recently, I believe September, October. And the one that I have and I'm absolutely in love with is number 5 Ombre Femme. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think it's called Smoky Shadow. Smoke Shadow. Look at this palette. Again, it's a cool tone, but what I love about this is it's so neutral, but this matte black, which not a lot of luxury brands can execute so well now, is just amazing. Look at all these neutral palettes, and then you have this beautiful, look at these two neutral colors, this beautiful taupey gray. No one has done taupey gray like this in a long time. Look at this. Formula of this, 11 out of 10. Hermes doesn't disappoint, you guys. It does not disappoint. The price point may be up there, and also I'll put the I filmed a full review of this. I will put the link somewhere here, but this comes with a small eyeshadow brush, which I don't really use. It comes with their canvas pouch as well. But look at this taupe right here, you guys. The silver in here is magical. This is a holiday palette, so it's so extreme because as neutral and basic as it looks, then they throw this silver in your face, which is, wait for it. This is not like the Dior. This is not a quiet silver. This is a real silver, but again, no big chunks, no fallout, no mess. The formula here is just, I mean, this is what you're paying for. And they delivered, they delivered, they delivered. This shade, sometimes I grab on a regular day, just for the day, just for my crease. This is such a beautiful crease option. Look at this neutral crease color. I mean, look at it. It's almost undetectable, but when you put it in your crease, it's just gorgeous. It's almost like a neutral medium brown. It is a neutral medium brown. Beautiful. And finally, last but not the least, I'll swatch the black one for you. Very smooth, you guys. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, let me show this to you. Look how soft that is. It doesn't look too dark, and what I love about this is it's hard to get a good black, you guys. It doesn't skip. It doesn't skip, and when you put it with these colors, this is such a beautiful, classic, smoky eye. Like, think of Saint Laurent, like Le Smoke, like the very quintessential aesthetic of the tuxedo of Saint Laurent. It's like this is a very Saint Laurent-ish color palette, very Parisian, very neutral but smoky. You can do a bare lip with this, but you can even use this with a classic red lip. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette, you guys. I will put the link of the full video somewhere here. And last but not the least, in my number 1 spot this year is actually not a super prestige luxury brand. It is somewhere in the mid-level, I would say. This is a Sephora and NARS brand, a celebrity makeup artist brand. It's by Patrick Ta, and it's the Major Dimension matte eyeshadow palette he released this year. I believe this one retails for 90 something Canadian. This is the most extensive, beautiful all matte eyeshadow palette from a mid-range luxury brand that I've ever come across. It is 12 pan palette, and then you have two of the cream shadows here, which I've used a couple of times, but honestly not that much. But this palette, all the eyeshadows here, I've used on a daily basis. Ever since I got this, you can see how dirty the palette looks. I reach for this on a daily basis, and it's just amazing. The formula is really good, you guys. It's a true matte. It doesn't really have fallout, and even the nuances of the options of browns he gives, like warm tone to cooler tones, and all the way from mid-range to very light. Beautiful. I used to use this one Wet n Wild single eyeshadow palette in Creme Brulee to do like an all-over base color, and no matter what luxury palette I was using, I had to grab that, and he made it right here. And then this one, the white one, is not chalky, and it doesn't, you know, just fall on your face. I use this to highlight my brow bone, and it is just gorgeous. I've used almost everything here, and I think I have a video of this as well. I'll put it somewhere here, but let me swatch. Like, look at this. Okay, this is the Patrick Ta. This is one of the shades I use on a daily. I believe it's this grayish brown taupe, again with my cool tones for my crease now. And then this is the white. Let me show you the white, because white is very hard to get well. Look at this. It's not skipping, and it's gorgeous. And then let me swatch the black, which honestly I don't use that much. I don't use black on a daily basis. Just want to show you how their black performs, because those are the two hardest shades to get right from any brand. In some brands, see, even this feels a little different than the rest. This is their black. Smooth. So smooth. So this is not limited edition. I highly recommend this. This is my top one luxury palette of 2023 because of its functionality for personal use, or even as a makeup artist, like you need this in your kit. It is such a thorough, extensive, like classic matte black, classic white, and then every shade of like a mid color, brown crease color. You can even use some of these shades, I believe, as a crease or a contour. I've never tried it, but just with how they swatch and how they look, this is just, you need this. So that is about it, you guys. Those are my top 5 most recommended and most loved luxury palettes of 2023. I don't know if you guys saw any of yours as well in my list, but if you have any questions or comments, you can leave it down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.